Morning everyone, it is episode 32 and there's a whole bunch of stuff already to talk about in this episode, so let's get into it. Today I'm heading off to Josh's place to get all of this timber milled up. This is the African mahogany that I cut last weekend. It's been sitting out here in the trailer, not what I like to do, but it's just been too heavy to move. I bent the handle on my jockey wheel when I was bringing this stuff home last time. So now it's all bent and very difficult to manage. I am in my second favorite place in Townsville today.
It's time to get all this African mahogany milled up.
Big one? Yeah, we just do 30 mil there. And then I guess with these ones, yeah, just try and aim for width. I am working on the next video, which is going to be about the side table, building it and selling it online. And this is the first time that I've used ChatGPT to help with the script writing. It feels like everyone around me uses ChatGPT at work, in personal life, etc. So I feel like I'm very late to the game, but one of the reasons for that is I've never really had a good reason to use it, I think. Because it's not something traditional, you got to change your perspective on using it. But now that I have started using it, I can see the appeal. I'm not getting it to completely generate my script yet, although that is 100% possible. But what I am enjoying is just the idea that I can write a sentence in my style, because my inner monologue is pretty set in stone at this stage. I can write that paragraph out, and then ChatGPT will give me a new version of it, a different angle, something that I haven't thought about. So being able to ask it to take a paragraph and add some comedy, make it intriguing, all of those things, it allows for this injection of language that I've never even considered. And what I'm finding is it's really making me enjoy script writing. I've been sitting on an intro now for an hour, just making sure that the intro of my video is on point, which is what you need to do for YouTube. But now having this sort of like person that I can bounce ideas off is just making it so much more enjoyable and exciting. So I did some thicknessing work for someone this week, just milling down and jointing some Vic Ash, which was a nice little side project. But yesterday he came to collect it and he dropped off this doweling jig. I'm still trying to figure out how to use it. I mean, I've seen people use them online, but this particular one, I'm not sure. He got this first, then bought the Dalmax after not being particularly impressed with this. So he sort of said to me, I can have a go, see if I can make it work properly. Obviously, compared to something like a Dalmax, this is always going to be inferior. This is I think it's Alibaba or AliExpress knockoff. So for him, there's no point having this when he's got the actual Dalmax. But I'm quite excited. I have been recommended the Dalmax probably 1,000 times at this point. So to have a darling jig like this, I'm really excited to give it a go and see if I can make it work. Back at Josh's place, picking up the African mahogany from the other day. We've just had a bit of rain here, so everything's wet. So it's really bringing out the color, but man, that's pretty. It is Friday today. It's been a bit of a lull week. I don't know, I just feel like there's a lot going on, personal life, very little going on in the workshop, which is, making it feel worse. So hasn't been a fantastic week, but I have managed to complete one thing, and that is the side tables. So these are all dry now. They are finished off, ready to go. I'm now going to put them up on Facebook and hope that they sell. I did this finish slightly different to the way I've done it before. One coat, second coat, wiped off the second coat after a bit, and then put on a very light third coat, and it's come up with a very nice low sheen look. I found that second coat was a bit too shiny for my liking, so I think what I need to start doing with this Scandinavian oil is putting it on a lot thinner than I was doing. Instead of putting it on thick and spreading it like a polyurethane which builds up, put it on really thin, and so I can build it up more slowly. So I'll get these up on Facebook today. I am a bit nervous about whether they're going to sell or not. I recently put up some cutting boards, and admittedly that's a different product, different market, and they're $80 each. I haven't sold a single one. I think it's about sticking with it. You know, it's you've just got to keep pushing through it, and again, hopefully that being a different market, that I might have more luck with these. The other thing as well, and I was talking to someone else about this, I'm not necessarily trying to sell these ones. What I'm trying to do is get my face and my products all over Facebook, so people in my local area see me and see that there's a guy who's constantly pushing out products. So the next time they want something, they come direct to me. So even if these don't sell, it's not the end of the world, but as long as people see them up online, that's the main thing. Okay, it is Wednesday. It's the start of a new work week for me, and I've decided to go in a slightly different direction with this these bedside tables as well as the video for it. So originally I'd planned on ending the video now. I've built the 2 bedside tables out of the rain tree. I've put them up on Facebook. That was going to be it. But then I had a thought last night. What if, seeing as there's no interest in these side tables, what if instead of just doing the side tables, I take that template, the actual template itself, and use that to create more pieces of furniture, a hall table and a coffee table, and then make it all part of a collection, and then try and present that to magazines and or interior designers. I don't know if this is going to necessarily do anything, but I kind of feel like that's more legitimizing as a furniture maker to have a collection as opposed to just making random pieces here and there. And while we're on the subject, I was talking to a couple of people locally over the weekend about why I'm not having any luck on Facebook. And I'm interested to hear if you guys feel the same way. But essentially, no one's interested in the furniture that I'm selling on Facebook. And the theory I have is the people who are buying stuff on Facebook are buying, they're looking for bargains, or they're looking to maybe repurpose old furniture. The market that I'm aiming at is a well-off, relatively high earning market. Those people aren't going on Facebook. So trying to sell my stuff on Facebook it's kind of flawed from the start. So taking what I spoke about earlier and using that as a direction, I'm hoping that will allow me to tap into markets that are more higher end, higher income, and then I'll have a better chance of selling the stuff. We shall see. This morning I'm on my way to meet up with an interior designer, Ethos Interior. Just go say hello, make a connection, and drop off a few business cards. The meeting went really well. I met the 3 people that work at this company. They're all really nice, had a great chat. So hopefully they will send some work my way. They do more full kitchen, full bathroom renovations as opposed to solid timber furniture. So they work to remodel an entire room instead of working with a client to find their favorite table. But they did say that when they finish remodeling a room, occasionally the clients will say, well, now I want to put in a featured dining table. Where do I go for that? So that's where it might come back towards me. But I think the reality is the main type of work I'm going to get from them is cabinetry for vanities, kitchen islands, etc. Today I am out and about driving around meeting people. I haven't had any successful commissions so far this year. I've done a couple quotes, but nothing has turned into an actual job. So while this is going on, all this lack of business, I'm going to use this time to reconnect with my network. Because most of my work has come from referrals from other people, I'm just going around today saying hello to everyone who I've dealt with, maybe directly or indirectly,
over the last year. So right now I'm at Remy's place. So Remy is one of the most well-known furniture makers here in Townsville. He sent me 2 or 3 successful jobs. So again, I'm just going to go meet him for the first time because I don't think I've ever actually shaken the dude's hand. Meet him, remind him that I exist, you know, and just keep that connection alive. Next up, I'm at a quote for a vanity. It's a corner vanity in the bathroom that's getting retiled. So I saw this request come up on Facebook. Someone's looking to renovate their bathroom. I've said to him I can do the vanity portion of it, and you know, a builder or tiler can do the other part. I don't have a lot of confidence in this job. I have a feeling, and I could be way off base, but I have a feeling that I'm gonna be a bit too expensive, which is fine, obviously. But instead of giving him an estimate on the vanity, you know, it'll be around $3,000, and then he says that's too much, thanks, and we move on, interaction over. I've just said I'll come out, look at the space, take some measurements, go away. That way, even if he does say no, he's met me. I'm a person. I'm not just a Facebook message. I'm a person. So it could be a quote unquote waste of time, but I think meeting the guy and making that connection for, you know, down the line, word of mouth, I think that's where the value might be in this. As expected, I'm not getting the job here. She's looking for something completely different. Shame, this poor lady is renovating a rental that's just been destroyed by the previous tenant. So she's trying to get it back to rental state. 2 or 3 grand for a bathroom vanity is not what she needs with the amount of money that she's hemorrhaging at the moment. So I completely understand. I was able to give her some advice on how to patch up the vanity that's there, but she doesn't need a 2-3 grand vanity. But that's all right. Got to meet her. That's one more person that knows that I'm a furniture maker. And lastly, just popped into Studio Double to pick up some glue, and apparently they gave out my card because I dropped off some cards there at the end of last year. They gave my card out to someone for, they couldn't remember exactly what the details were, but I think it was a timber top for something. The person hasn't contacted me, but it's still good to know that my cards are going out to people and they are referring me. So I'm still here, I'm still looking to take on work. Okay, and that is going to do it for this episode. It's been a few weeks, not enough's happened, but you know, I'm still just trying to keep busy. I've just finished up with Joey and Brian. We're using a new piece of software for the Shopstall podcast this season, so we're all set up for that. That's going to be starting in 2 weeks, which is exciting. And yeah, today I'm going to be getting back onto making the coffee table as part of that collection, but I'll save that info for the next episode. All right, everyone, take care. Thanks very much, and I'll see you in the next one.